Ooh, March global energy shifts, it's intense. I don't need to tell you that, you already know it is intense. So in this video we're going to talk about the global shifts and how those energies are shifting, how they're affecting us energetically, emotionally and spiritually. Plus we're going to have an energy healing meditation where I'll bring through some energy healing downloads specifically chosen and tailored to the types of energies that we should be expecting in March, and making sure that that will support you through the ups and downs and different things that are coming up. So let's dive right in. So the first thing that we're going to be seeing in the energies of March, it's already happening, the long-awaited unveiling where secrets are coming to light. This is where we're in a sort of continuation of the global energies of dark, shifting into that more light vibration, and this is where hidden facts are going to be uncovered, they're going to be brought to the surface. We're already seeing this in lots of different areas of life, individually and collectively. It's a very powerful energy. There's going to be a lot of uncloaking where concealment is finally broken through and a lot of secrets are being smoked out. So this is actually something that those of you who have read and followed Dolores Cannon's work for many years, she told us this was coming probably 20 or 30 years ago, this specific point in time where all the secrets would come to light, all the darkness would be revealed, ultimately ushering us into a brighter, lighter future. It's going to clear the way and lift the energies, but this is going to be tough. This already is tough. Because we're all going to have our own emotional and energetic reactions to the dark part before we reach the light, and that's a good thing. If you're feeling that, if you're experiencing that, if you're having a reaction to the things that are coming up, the different ways that things are being revealed, I want you to know that it reminds you of your humanity. It brings you back to your compassion. It reminds you of your empathy, and that's a positive thing. That's the light and the spark that cannot be put out. That is the important part of the empath within you, the light worker that you came here to be. Never be sad about that. That's a positive thing. It reminds you of who you are in that moment. Your spirituality comes through straight away, okay? But it's likely to magnetize feelings and emotions from our own individual past or even our collective human history to the surface to be felt and released. This is a process, and at times we will all be tested. It's going to test how well we can hold on to that inner spark of light when our faith is being tested, when we're stressed, when we're upset, when we're affected by the darkness being brought to light. Ultimately, this is going to leave the darkness no more room to hide. It's going to be a positive thing, and long term it's going to create a higher vibration for all of humanity to usher in a more conscious and light aligned way of being. This is going to be a positive thing, but we've got to hold on first. And remember, we're not alone in this. This is what it makes you feel. This is the energy it brings you into. You start to feel quite isolated. You feel like you're feeling these emotions and feelings on your own. You're not. And this is why these videos and these little moments are really important for you, just to have a little check-in, because when you tune into these videos, I'm particularly holding the intention that we are connecting all light workers across the Divine Light Workers grid. And that's about remembering that you may be having your own individual reaction and response to the shifts and the changes that are going on, but you need to remember that we are all going through that together. And in that, by aligning the true positive energies of our hearts, that intention of positivity and love and light, we connect with each other. So we are all in it with you together. You're not on your own. So please remember that any moments where you've been a little bit more tested, okay? Another thing that we're seeing coming up in March, and it's already really been bubbling for a while, is the highly charged collective energies of anticipation. We're all waiting for something, and I'd really be interested to hear your particular thoughts on this. We're all waiting on something. We know something's coming, we know something's going to happen, but we don't know what it is. And this is now happening even among people who are unawakened at the moment. Everybody's starting to sort of become aware of an energy, a sense. There's lots of different information around. And I think at the moment we're in a timeline where there's many possible pathways, many possible manifestations for what that could be. We don't know yet. But what we do know is that at times like these, we have to remain focused on what it is we want to see in the world, in our world for ourselves, what we want for ourselves and for others. keeping our thoughts focused on a higher vibrational reality in every way possible, and holding the firm energetic boundary of I do not consent to anything that is lower vibrational. You can hold that intent, you can say it out loud, you can say it silently in your mind, but it's a vibrational boundary when you say that. I do not consent to this. I will not be pulled into this energy. So keep your face to the light. Let those shadows fall behind you. Just keep focused on what we want to see in the world, and remember that you are an empathic energy. You're a light worker. You can radiate that energy out. The more you hold on to that and the more that you radiate that out, we all collectively are doing that together. This is a mission. This is what we're here for. We're going to raise that vibration, and I invite you to join us in that. And I know that you're already doing that. You do it without even thinking about it. But let's put our conscious focus and effort into I do not consent to the negativity, and I'm going to radiate the positivity. We can do that together. Okay? So we're going to have a little meditation for this in a moment, because some heavy stuff to deal with, but we're going to get through it, and we're going to get through it together. But first, I'm going to talk about some of the energetic supports that I would recommend for the month of March. And I've got a few different ways that we're going to do this in honour of a good friend and client of mine. We're going to do choose your path, okay? And I would advise, before we get started, no matter which path you choose for the month of March, I would encourage everyone to begin with the collective negativity defense meditation, because of course that's what we're facing right now. The energies are getting amped up, it's getting heavier and heavier, all the sensitives are feeling it, and it can be very overwhelming, and it can start to draw you into it. We want to observe, we don't absorb. We observe what's going on and we pull back a little bit. But I think the collective negativity defense would suit anybody, no matter what path you want to choose for this month. It's a great place to start, to just really put that boundary in place. And it's not only going to help you disconnect from the negativity that surrounds us collectively and globally right now, but it's also going to help you to elevate your spirit, to keep yourself in that higher vibrational energy where you don't get pulled into it. And that's really important right now. So then you're going to choose which path you want, and it's going to depend on where you are right now. Okay, so if you are feeling fearful or powerless in this situation, if there's a lot of stuff coming to light, and again, this will be happening on an individual basis and a collective basis. It'll show up in a lot of different areas, okay? If you're feeling fearful or powerless with the situation, I would recommend that you start with, you've got 3 options, and you can certainly use them all together, but these would be the 3 I would recommend. And if you're using more than one, please use them in the following order. So the stress relief light infusion first, to get the stress, the panic, any sort of anxious energies out of the body and the body calmed down. Then the powerless to powerful reactivation, because that's all the solar plexus work. That's where what's going on right now is highlighting that there are some energies around feeling powerless or helpless or out of your own power. And that's actually helpful, because that means we can step into it. The powerless to powerful reactivation is going to clear out that solar plexus chakra and really align you with your own personal power. And that's going to really help you to feel more secure no matter what comes up. And then I would say lastly, particularly if you feel a little bit energetically vulnerable or exposed, the Divine Merkaba Protective Shield, because that's going to enforce an energetic shield that's going to protect you, create a boundary, and it just makes you that little bit more resilient. It makes you feel safer. So if you're feeling fearful or powerless, that's the path for you. If you're feeling ungrounded, confused, or overwhelmed by any of what's going on, as I said, in your own life or in the larger collective, there's 2 recommendations. Again, you can use them together for added powerful benefit, or you can use them separately, but use them in this order. Firstly, I'm going to recommend the Earth Star connection. Now, that I'm going to recommend right now because it's such a time of turmoil energetically. Sometimes the root chakra isn't enough to get grounded. People don't realise the Earth Star chakra exists about a foot below the soles of your feet. It goes down into the earth. And if you're struggling to really get grounded and anchored, that's where you go. That's the secret. So the Earth Star connection is going to really anchor and ground your energies more deeply than ever before. And then I would recommend the Golden Pathway meditation. It's all about finding your way, tuning into the sort of divine sat nav within that kind of guides you on where to go and what to do, and that can be really helpful just to give you some clarity and to know what to hold on to and to move forward out of the situation. And then for those of you who are perhaps more of a indigo warrior type energy, or it might just be where you're at right now, we have the do not consent path. The do not consent path. So of course, as with all of these options, I would start with the collective negativity defense, clear that energy out, make a clear energetic boundary so that you're not getting caught up in the collective energies. And I would recommend the energetic closure meditation. We are going to close and collapse the negative timelines, closing and collapsing those old pathways to negative energy that you're saying, I don't want to be part of that anymore. I don't want to bring that with me. So closing those down with the energetic closure meditation, and then following up with the energetic paradigm alignment, so that you've both closed the old timelines, but you're also opening and resetting the opportunity and the pathway for new positive alignment with new energetic paradigms that you can move forward into. So kind of closing the old doors and opening new ones. Very, very powerful. And again, coming back to that, I do not consent to this energy. Okay, it can be very, very helpful at times like this. So that's the three paths. We've got the fearful, feeling fearful or powerless. You know what to do. Ungrounded, confused or overwhelmed. You know what to do. And the do not consent path. And of course, these can be used interchangeably. Many of you have most of these meditations, or you might just want to add something. If you're not sure, or you want a little bit of help in knowing what you're feeling right now, what you're picking up on, and what might be a good support, just send me a message and I'll help, I'll advise you. You can let me know what's going on for you, and I can tune into your energies and give you some guidance from there. There's no obligation, but it can be helpful sometimes to get that clarity on your unique situation. So let's get into our energy healing meditation, much needed for the month of March, but we're all going to be okay because we're in it together. And we're going to clear quite a bit of the energy that's sort of creeping in unhelpfully right now. We want to stay clear of that. Let's dive in now. If you've never done any of our meditations before, all you need to do is relax. I work with a collection of high vibrational spirit guides who are dedicated to helping us on the awakening pathway. They're truly wonderful. And when you listen to this meditation, whether it's 2 weeks from now, 2 years from now, they will go to work immediately on your behalf. And they will make energetic healing, clearing and adjustments that you need in your energy, specific to you. So everyone gets a healing that's a little bit different. It's uniquely tailored to you. That's what makes these so special. So let's dive right in. Close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath, signaling to the body and the energy system that this is your time for healing. And you can hold the intention that you are allowing the guides to begin working with your energy on your behalf and for your highest and best good. So first, let's bring in a download. I do not consent to the energies of fear, hysteria, or panic. I consciously remove my energies from any consent taken without my knowledge, permission, or in the use of loopholes. Clear. I know that the benevolent, higher vibrational energies of universal source is with me now, supporting me and guiding me in all I do. Let's bring in the download. I allow myself to feel my feelings and my natural reactions to 3D reality and its current ongoing purging process. And when it does, I know that it only serves to remind me of the depths of my humanity, compassion, love, and light. I anchor myself to the eternal spark of light within. I know that it's the reason I came to be here at this time. And I trust in both it and myself to shine brighter amidst any temporary dark before dawn. And lastly, bringing the download, I choose to emanate this love and light in all directions as far as it can possibly reach, bringing hope, elevation, optimism and peace to myself and all within my far-reaching energetic radius. And know that my team of guides are with me in all that I do. And I invite you now to slowly come back around. Come back to the present moment. Bring in your consciousness right back and opening your eyes. And as always, the guides have told me for a long time that it's very positive and helpful to develop your intuition coming out of the meditations in that way, because it teaches your system that there's no difference between the intuitive space that we were just in and your normal daily 3D life. And I think right now it's very important that we bridge that gap. We need that right now. So I hope that you enjoyed the meditation. Go and have a look at the other meditations and the paths that I recommended. You can find them below if you need some clarity. And of course, if you have any questions, just let me know. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and like the video. We would really be very grateful and appreciate it a lot. And have a fantastic day. Bye for now.